what used to happen earlier, that we just used to read a story. There used to be a moral to the story, and we used to tell this to the kids. But now, what personally, that we should think about the story in other perspective also. Like if I would have read this story, The Donkey Shadow, in my class, I would have read it. I have given a moral that's sharing. Okay, they could have solved the problem with sharing. But no, the question that were asked, so it gave a completely different perspective to the story. And yes, we should ask our children nowadays to question in life also.
Okay.
Because what happens as a parent, I would say that when my child asks me, no, mama, why this? And I'm like, no, it is like this way only. It is this way only. But no, now it can be the other way also.
When you have an interaction, they come up with so many of their experiences, and it's a good way of building a bond with the children also. I had yesterday children in my session who didn't talk much in my classes, but then yes, when it came to sharing or talking about the story and their experiences, and they were quite expressive.
And it really gives you food for thought, as in there are a lot of places where we can use these principles and these guidelines of asking open-ended questions, evaluate this kind of training while we are taking our lessons, like we're talking about a family, we're talking about materials. So that could also be incorporated, so that ways we could realize, this could also be a possibility. Many a times, like I was sharing, and we were talking about sharing, and when people say, the person is not sharing, not very upcoming with information, a very constipated person, or is jealous or something. But everybody has a reason for doing something that may not be wrong all the time. From their perspective, perhaps it's the best in those circumstances. So not being judgmental.
Generally we become so impatient, or we might be possible that we sometimes reply rudely with the children. Rather than going for a different sentence that can sound rude, we can go for a different sentence. We can convey the same message but in a different manner. So we learned very nice things through this workshop, and especially the way it was conducted through the stories with the examples and a lot of discussion. I was not a person of so much patience that I can listen to everybody, but through the workshop I come to know that with the patients, I can have a different mindset. I can have a different opinion on the situations when I listen to other people. I didn't like the section. They said that, ma'am, with all the studies we are doing the entire time, if we have such sessions on weekly basis or on 15 days, they'll enjoy. And they were able to understand each and every opinion.
Yesterday, I was really angry at someone because of something. Sir gave an example that why can't we think before we react? So I tried to understood the reason why he must have done that thing, or what was the reason. So it really helped me to lower down my anger. Okay, I tried to understood the situation of that person, and I did not react in a bad way. So I give it a thought before I could react on that situation. So it helped me on a personal level. Also, if I talk about the students, I didn't know that they were so creative. They did not just speak, they thought and they speak.
Interesting, and I enjoyed attending them. And that I also related, if I relate it with my personal life, yesterday only I was judging a person. Then earlier what used to happen, I used to judge by looking at their deeds. But now then yesterday I thought, no, sir has asked that we should stop, think and then move ahead. So what I did was I just thought that what can be the other part of the coin. So we have learned to look at both the sides of the coin and then move ahead. Nowadays what is happening, because of these social medias and all, people are becoming introvert. They've stopped being socializing. So in this manner, what will happen is, even if we collect some group of students and then we talk to them, So the students, they will learn to open up, which due to this pandemic, which they've stopped doing. And I'm looking forward to conduct more sessions so that we can just interact with the students, and then we can delve into their life, and like we can help them being more socialized, which they are not doing nowadays.